not late. It's live, and it's Zoomer. That was me lowering the music and then not switching the screens, because why would I switch them so soon? I gotta actually get the music down to a level that I'm like, oh, that's not too bad. It's always different trying to guesstimate what it's at in my headphones versus what it's at on your screen. That should be about right, so I guess we can put this up there. Bam! Now there's a stream of a Rev Deuce guy and you. We're all here together. One big happy family. Ready to stream the world away. To right all the wrongs. To cure all the online Trek illnesses. Everything that's going on is now on the screen. Everything that matters in the world is now here, right now. With me and you. Makes two. Except, I think there's already like 67 people here, so. Hey! Lemonade, pink, just like the good Lord intended it. Good stuff. Good stuff. So I've actually got two accounts up, as many of you can see, because you have eyes. If you do see those, let's get Wasno Cosmic Cleanup today. Ooh, good question. We'll get to that. No One Shall is saying words that he just learned today. No One Shall went on to wordoftheday.com and it's like, oh, now I'm smart. I got words. So No One Shall's here, everybody. That's always fun. And yeah, we're here to have a little bit of a chat about everything Star Trek to do in general. This is the chat where we do on weekends where you kind of lead the way of where we're going. Shout out Sherlock Holmes. Still love that name. Server 27. No One Shall says, Cosmic Clip only runs during ARCs. That is something they changed. Whereas now you get Apex sometimes during ARCs, and then Cal and Apex is the go-to between ARC filler. Don't really mind because I actually love those involved. Love those. Let's give a shout out to the people who are here so far. OG Boxer, Bartholomew Ernest, Don Brayton, the new kid. What a name. Anyway, Curly Fries, James S., Zoomer 2000, someone named Edward, Winston No One, Matthew Miller, Bobby Warren, Axtro Ninja, Greg Wood, No One Shall, Gary the One Arm, I Eat Sand, Neo Yami, Joseph Sakura, Brian Lord, Greg Wood, Big Kids Projects. That sounds weird. Trevor Berg, Nathan Friedman. Everybody else, welcome. Server 35, which is broken and people aren't getting credit for missions. That is actually a thing going out right now. I have asked the ops team about it. Haven't heard anything back yet, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. Awesome. Apparently I helped somebody out. Woohoo! I got two accounts up and the chat up in the top right. John says, do you hoard your premium recruit tokens too, or just the ultra? Ooh. Good question. I can actually show you the right side of your screen. Hold on. Sorry, my OCD just kicked in and I gotta Okay, I had to line those up on the sides. So if you look at the bottom right screen, you can see my recruit tokens. As you can see, I hoard many things. Many things. Blue Alma Discovery tokens when we just had that Lorca event come through, and now I'm going to save up praying for another one. So I do hoard tokens like a bad man for events, in case events come around. Yeah, I know when it was. I just haven't heard an update from them. Granted, it's Saturday, so sometimes I can hear from them on Saturdays, and I'll hear back within 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Sometimes I don't hear from them at all on the weekends. It's the weekends, so I can't get mad at them. But yeah, they know about it. It's been reported, and there's always somebody there. Maybe not the person you like. Could be, Ricky over there in the aquatics department. Not very helpful to have Ricky the aquatics guy. But, fish tanks are clean. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Fish tanks are clean. Curly Fries Rev, I heard building the jelly first will give you stuff for the Enterprise. I have no idea what that means, Curly Fries. I really don't. So I can't help you with that. I don't know what that would mean. Server 53. I know that server. Oh, man. Hugo says, wish me luck for the Ferrari Stella skin. Good luck. And I don't even know if I'm in the running for that. Let's look at the one on the right. Wrong button. Hey, Miss Carolyn, how are you doing? John says, so then do you only spin the standard and faction ones? I do. I actually don't try to win weekly events for officers ever. It's just the payouts are awful. But yeah, I actually don't have that, Hugo, so sucks to be me. Do need to turn these in though. Activate these mammoth jammas. I'm doing very well, Miss Carolyn. It is Saturday. I'm enjoying myself. There's a free game on Epic Launcher, which is just a PC like stream or Steam. Just got a new game. That was cool. Hugo said wrong tab. Ooh, am I missing something? Am I just not looking hard? Is it in the Apex? It's in the Apex. It's in the Apex, isn't it? That would make sense. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I forgot about this. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. Forgot about that. Prickly says, sending everyone here warm, fuzzy vibes for hopes that the Enterprise D will be an epic ship and the Enterprise E will be a skin. Wow. Why would you disrespect the Enterprise E like that? Like, the Enterprise E is a great opportunity to actually bring the Borg in and make it matter. Make it matter. Staff says, I'm level 40 and having to compete with the level 50 whales for Huron charge. One of the many reasons I tell people do not go into the 40s. The brackets are this big. One of the many reasons I tell people don't do it. Now, there's obviously some good stuff up there, and you're probably going to enjoy it. But yeah, there's also some things that make you get really irritated really fast. So, Joseph, of course, is scheduled maintenance for this Tuesday on the 8th. Now my question is that going to be the new milestone event that's going to pop up and you have to have any info? What milestone event are you talking about, Joseph? And it will be the start of the new arc. So the second part of the Next Generation arc starts, second month. He says, Rev, I watched your video on burning. If you have an officer like Mirek and she procs burning, is that enough to get a damage bonus? Or do you know the burning officer? So if somebody starts burning, you get the 1% burning to the opponent's hull at the end of the round. But it doesn't give you a damage boost. That would be hull breach during critical hits. Zoomer, that is up to you. Huron is very useful in limited ways. But there are a couple places where he is really, really good. And no, Canal, I do not do Battle Pass giveaways. That would only be DJ and Karnak and No One Shall. I'm no longer partnered with them, so I don't do any of that stuff. I do not. Maybe one day. I've been asked back before, but it's never happened. So, Zoomer, anything that has a massive first round shot. So the Sarcophagus, Saladin, Pylum, all those places. Huron can be cool. Yeah, no one. I really have no desire to go back. If we're just being honest. So, unless they start bringing out the dollar bills doll, maybe. But that ain't gonna happen. So, we'll see. You never know. You never know. I'm just not sure what would be the incentive for me to do that. I mean, I'll already work and get to pass back feedback and work with the dev team. I already get to work with the community manager. I already get to work with a couple of customer support agents that I know and talk to. And I guess if giveaways are the reason and people wanted me to do giveaways again. So, no one says definitely not going to happen. It's a wish. What's a wish? No one. Trevor says $20 for Leslie. Worth it? I would say if you are a spender, Leslie is a good buy. That'd be the one right here. I don't know if I would say worth is up to you. If you are a spender, then yes. I think that you can progress just as fine throughout this game without it and it not be a problem. That they were to pay us? Yeah, I know what I know. I mean, we could dream, though. We could dream that they'd pay us. You know, maybe one day. I remember when Panic was here, the former community manager. When this all got started, I was like, look, my goal is for y'all to pay us. Like, I want to work for Scopely and do all y'all's games. But I will say Leslie here makes, and you'll at the bottom right of your screen, Leslie is a very useful card. This is what you'd be buying it for this alone to unlock Leslie. And that can really help, change your game. You can help solo some armadas you maybe not be able to do, take out some mission bosses. It's up to y'all. It's up to y'all. Oh, no, the program and CCs have changed dramatically in the past. Like, I do more with the game now in terms of devs and stuff than I ever did when I was in the CC program. So, I mean, kudos to Scopely for actually getting better at communication, at least with the CCs and everything, because I have more ability to pass back feedback now than ever before, and that's great. I think that's a great step in the right direction. So, I think Ares has been a breath of fresh air as well. The XP officers are nice, Zoomer, just not... I wouldn't pay $20 just for the XP officers, but now that Leslie's in it, I like it. Now that Leslie's in it. There's a time where that pack came out that didn't have Leslie. So. I Eat Sand says, I'm off 27 now. Should I camp or head to 28? Yeah, I Eat Sand, if you follow my videos, you already know the answer to that question. You already know. And thank you, Trevor. It's very kind of you to say. No One Shall does great stuff on his channel. If you haven't followed him, well, don't do it now. But check him out as well. He does some good stuff. And I agree with No One. He is definitely good at what he does. And far more proactive, I guess. So... Let's see. David says, this may sound like a stupid question, but do you think it's possible for a high-level Sally to take on low-level Enterprise? Not stupid at all. It can definitely be done. Have done that several times. Yeah, it's definitely easy to do. Those baby Enterprises do not have much hull, and a Saladin that's maxed out can definitely take them down. While we're doing all this, I need to actually get back to grinding these reds over here. Gotta make sure we finish our dailies. Hugo says that Hadley equal max equals freighter XP. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. I see what you're saying, though. I kind of get it. Trevor, thanks for signing to be a cadet. That means you're supporting the channel financially. You are doing what Scopely has never done, but Scopely's done some things right. You are doing things better, though. Thank you. Welcome. And thank you for joining up on that little button, though. It means the world to me that you would support. Oh, if this was Twitch, I'd take my shirt off. Because it's YouTube, I'll keep it on. You're welcome. Or I'm sorry, depending on what side of the aisle you follow there on. And by the way, just remind everybody, invite your server here, your Discord, your actual in-game server, shoot them the link, because we will be answering any questions about the game we can tonight, and any questions about Star Trek in general. So. John says, is Curon worth getting through the auction event? So it's like I see we're going to get this asked a lot. It's up to y'all, man. Curon is really only good on a handful of ships for very specific situations. If your auction is not loaded with a lot of points, sure, pick them up on the cheap. Would I fly through the requirements to get Curon? I would not. I would not. And you see me, it is currently 42 million is my top. I'm not going to do that. That's still a day and a half left. Not worth it. Not worth it at all for me. So I'm not going to bother. If I end up getting him one day through some form of, a transporter pattern or an event store, awesome. But it's not worth me blowing my loot on. Let's see. Yeah, evening. Pretty good job so far. How are you doing? How are you? We're going to go do... I'm in my bottom right one again. I got to stop mixing these up. But I'm trying to get all my daily set up. I got to go do these over here. Then we can come back here and people are sending me... Oh, did somebody pop me while I wasn't looking? Oh, shout out to Bad Company. What'd you have on your ship? Because I had a hostile crew on. So what'd you have? I had a PvP crew on. Look at you. Get that kill in. That's the difference between a PvP-oriented ship and a PvE-oriented ship. What's up, Scott? How are you? David says, what do you think of Harrison Pike Moreau? No. I mean, that's a one-hit wonder. That is literally round one, you're good, and after that, you're awful. So... That used to be a thing before there were all these new officers for mitigation. Like back in 2019, we'd do that. I don't really like that as much anymore. So let's get that repair in. Greg says, what is a good D4 crew? Lorca, Tilly, and insert Trinity Officer, depending on what you're fighting. No one shall. Pike, Moreau, Harrison does work on this art, but you know what's better? Pike, Harrison, Mud. Better. 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 Better, 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 better. Shout out Bad Company. I see you, buddy. Now what's this other message we got? Yeah, I have no idea who you are, buddy. And you're level 3. So level up a little bit first. Bam! We're gonna make sure that you actually stay active in the game. No one shall. That's obvious. Which Mud? The one that doubles your firing shot first round. It's not even a question, man. Why are you asking these questions? Asking all these questions. Asking all these questions. Uriah says PM Harrison is a great grinder on Sally, only if you're going against really weak stuff. DL says PM Harrison for OP base cracking. Also, once again, there's better loadouts. PM Harrison is 2019, y'all. We got to get you updated on the new stuff. And get you updated. You don't pay attention to the Muds? Well, then you watch my videos and you would know, sir. I've been educating people on all this stuff. Come on. I even put battle logs out there. Got battle logs out. You don't have to listen. Just look at the battle log. Battle logs are from heaven. Love battle logs. Yes, battle logs. Oh, battle logs. Yes. Yes. Oh, let's see. The grind never stops. Have we got a building? Oh, we got a new piercing shot upgrade. Lorca, Killy, and Char, we're good on my D4. Yeah, John, if you're hitting augers especially, that is a really good loadout. Got mitigation going both ways, as well as the ship ability relying on hull breach. Of course, the criticals will get a bonus too if you manage to hit a critical, which D4s have a higher chance of hitting a critical than normal ships, just like the D3 does. So really nice. And yes, Hugo, I agree. Downloadable battle logs would be amazing. Will that ever happen? I don't know, but it would be great. Ooh, what's his? Oh, I can get my envoy. Yeah, we need to work on that for sure. James says, at the point where I am using credits to promote officers, any guidance on balancing between saving for promotions and continuing to recruit? Keep recruiting, because the goal is mostly to get you to transporter patterns. And you do want to upgrade, but you want to upgrade specific ones. Like, don't bother upgrading Uhura. You know, don't bother upgrading Arcadi. Don't bother upgrading Scotty. You know, your Bones and Spock, for example, if we're talking Federation, would be the ones that you want to focus on upgrading. And then you just work those to tier 3, tier 4 as you're getting, you know, to level 28-ish, where you're going to switch over and do the Saladin. And the Vidar is really going to help you out. And you can take that Vidar really high in the mid and upper 20s if you're willing to grind it out. And I always encourage people to do that. And you can really improve your gameplay a great deal with doing lots of Vidar love. Also help you through several different grinds, not just Vidar. It can actually do your dailies and stuff like that. Daff says, I don't have Lorca. What's a good replacement for him on the D4? Well, there's only one Lorca replacement, and that's Gorkon, and he's just not as good, but that would be the replacement, Gorkon. Hope the fight goes short. Let's see. David says, any advice on working through the crystal wall? Scrap envoys. Scrap envoys. There is not... Alright, so everybody always asks me this. There is not another hostile crew, y'all. It's Pike, Moreau, Chen Talon, or the Cadets, Chen Talon. None of the others. So you can use other things to fight hostiles with, but it's not going to be near as good. Just keep that in mind. So you can go out grinding with 5 of 10, but there's not a good hostile crew with it. Nothing compares to what's at the top. I don't know if I still have a maxed Vocalus or not, Hugo. Let me look. Now, if y'all remember back in the day, No One Shall made me max one. No one, do you remember that? If you're even still lurking around. No One Shall made me max a Vocalus one day. And I might still have that around, but I'm pretty sure I scrapped it. Let's go take a look. Swap it. And let's see. Vocalus. So I've got a tier 3 Vocalus. I've already scrapped it. I did have one. And no, it's not worth maxing to scrap. It's not worth it at all. Because you don't get 4-star or anything with it. Bill, no, they're not going to replace Chen with Wesley Crusher. What a question. What a question. And hello, Terranish, how are you doing? He says, good PvP crew for a tier 3 Vidar. Now, you know how this works, James. I can't answer that question without knowing what troops you got, what levels they are, what your research is at. As always, if you want a specific crew loadout for your ship, you have to send me your stuff. Send it to me. Need you to Discord me, your officers, or Facebook preferred, because Facebook's better to go through. And we can give you a specific loadout just for you. James says, yeah. Well, here's the thing. If I give you a generic PvP crew and it sucks, you're going to be like, well, Rev gave me bad advice. Nope. Go through the procedure like everybody else and get your answer. Tomb World says, no amount of mitigation is going to match the sheer damage reduction of Max Shin. Correct. And then also with Moreau getting tier 3, tier 4, the mitigation boost that you start getting from Moreau is really significant and helps out a great deal, especially when you're going against the higher level hostiles. So it's a 2-for-1 thing there where you're getting the bonus to mitigation as well as an extreme amount of damage reduction. And shout out to Matthew Miller for signing to be an instant. Supporting the channel means the world to me. You're awesome. You're awesome specifically for this. Just for this. Hugo says, send Rev your stuff. Social security number, bank account, STO account data. If you send it, that's your own fault for being silly. Look, if you give me your bank account and say spend it, I'm going to record that screenshot. Be like, look, he said empty out a savings account. Here it is right here, black and white. I'm not going to do that, everybody. Gary says, should you stay at level 12 for ages then jump to a brand new server? I wouldn't. That sounds like a boring way to play the game. That's me. John says, is Pike additive or multiplicative? What are you talking about, John? What are you trying to ask? Trevor says, Scope just posted in Discord about server 35. Oh, well, it's about time. It's about time. Let's go see what the message says. Let's go see what the message says. Come on, Discord. Load. Load, Discord. My Discord's not loading. We are aware of the problem. Yeah, I know you're aware of it. I already told everybody you're aware of it. All right, yeah, so there's not really an update. It's just like an acknowledgement. That doesn't tell anybody anything. We already knew you knew. So Brian says, the message says, we are aware of the issue. Please hold. Yeah, and then I've got the elevator music for you to go ahead and play. There you go. So that is a very Scopely response. Anyway, John says, I have max cadet crew, but only a tier 1 pipe Moreau. Is PM still better? 100%. Yep. Definitely. That is a big jump. It's a nice jump. And also, work on getting that chin up. Remember, you want to get chin max before the 30s if you can. That's the goal. Yes, Cameron, the next TNG arc starts the 8th. So, what, Tuesday? My Tuesday? Some of your Wednesdays? Let's see what else we got. David says, other than scrapping envoys, is there any other ship we can scrap like the Kira? Not the Kira. That would be, you could use the Tala as well, or a Fendra. It's the 2-star ships. The envoy is the most efficient, but you're not getting those rares that you're lusting after so badly. So, make sure I got this. Here we go. Scrolls. Oh, come on. Keep me in the dailies. And what I need, 2 more 39s. Get my ore in. What's a good use for lucrative 3-star transwarp cells? There's only one use for it, James. That's going to the lucrative systems to mine. And it's up to you which ones you want to go to. You know, a lot of people like going and getting the big nodes for the fast, you know, like ore mining and stuff like that. I never fool with that stuff anymore. I don't see a point for me, but all right, I need to change this tune. I'm just not feeling this song at all. Whatever it is, this crappy disco thing. Not feeling it at all. Okay. It's over 100 degrees in Minnesota today. FTFC and AC, perfect combination. 100 degrees Fahrenheit in Minnesota? What the heck's going on in Minnesota? It's not even that hot in Louisiana. That is ridiculous. Jonathan says Picard. Oh, we'll worry about Picard later. Worth it to buy the Harrison pack a second time to tear him up? Greg, once again, up to you. If you are a spender, sure. Here's what I would say. I would say it'd be better for you to send me that $100 so I could actually get Harrison. For a 3-year player to actually get Harrison. That's what you could do. Just shoot me $100 if you want to. You don't have to, of course. But I mean, as it was mentioned, you can use Pike to increase your Harrison's penetration ability. For me, Harrison is not the game breaker he was in 2019. I would not spend $100 just to update him. I really wouldn't. Unlocking him, sure. $100 to take him to another tier, I wouldn't. But that's completely up to you. So it's a very subjective, thing of what you want to do. I just don't see the value in it. I think it's a waste of $100 to do it to upgrade him, and it's almost a waste to just unlock him. But there is one reason I would buy him, and that's it. Wow, I actually killed one too many. Whoopsies. Is it worth camping at 27 instead of 25 because the bracket doesn't change and Stella Horizon become available? So I kept at 25 instead of 27 and not include 27 because it's just so much to try to do at one time. So much. I would rather rush to 29 and get all the researches in and try to focus all of that at one time. That's me. What's the best system to grind ROM credits when being level 33 and just having a Saladin as the best ship? Oh gosh, Bobby, this is a generic question that doesn't tell me anything. It literally hit as high as you can. So best system is relative. How many ships can you kill? How many can you kill? Yeah, I mean, at level 33, you should have a max Saladin, which means that you can probably go all the way up into Iapetes or Altania and grind. If that's a little bit too heavy, then I always used to do Kaisu, which is just a generic system to run in. So the ROM traders here just pipe Moreau chin them, take them down, give you a 300 Klingon rep and 150 fleet rep. Oh, give ROM credits. Yeah. Sorry, I read that as hunting ROMs. The give ROM credits, you'd be hunting Federation, but the same idea. Same idea. If you're trying to get ROM reputation points. So that would be like Ati or Andoria to get the Romulan points. And then you would just complete your dailies, or turn them in the faction. And I need to remember right now to go turn in and get my recruit. Recruit number 4. I've been getting these every day. Saving these bad boys up. Saving them up. Hey, hello, Northern Ireland. How are you doing? Good to see Northern Ireland here today. He says, I may not have a 34 epic ship yet, but I did get lucky enough to unlock Harrison. Very nice. I assume you won him in the auction that they had. And that is awesome. I'm really happy for you. Awesome. A great card to unlock, especially if you get it for free. Hugo says, my max out on Pike and Moreau. Farm 3940 systems. Yeah, I mean, you can go up to like Wolf 39, which would be a 39 system for you to grind feds in. And that's right here. And you can even hit those explorers with Pipe Moreau Chin and do just fine. There'll be these right here. He's got some 38s. You'll find some 39s and a few 40s. Looks like people cleared out the 40s. There's nothing but 38s here right now. You have to go kill those, and it'll force some spawnings of... See, there's 140. There's some 40s. Where are you able to grind Intrepid and Gladius BPs? The higher level fed, the better. That means, like, if you're in Wolf, that's a good spot. 38s, 39s, 36s. Doesn't matter what type of ship. Just got to be Federation. Got to be Federation. Curva says, I'm trying to dig myself out of 500k rep. been hitting Klingon traders, but stop because of losing Klingon rep. That's just what you're going to do. I mean, that's why a lot of people will lock 2 and then build the 3rd. But there's no way to hit one and not lose on something. You should try to keep 2 even. So if you tank yours a little bit, but you get 2 even and build them back up, do that. David, the only way to grind sarcophagus blueprints is through cosmic cleanup, which you will be having that here in a week or 2. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. You'll get it during the arc. We'll have cosmic cleanup come around. Nice, Matthew. Yeah, it was good that they provide some auctions here and there for you to get some of these cards like Harrison. That's pretty dope. DL says hydrate. Oh, we don't have that here, Bam, but we don't have the point system. But we do gotta give a shout out real quick to Chris, who just donated to the house fund. Probably trying to fix that OCD-ness, but we'll do a quick little announcement here on the screen in just a second. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Also, I keep getting stuck on the wrong account. Like I'm doing the account on the bottom right. I need to be doing the account on the main screen. Super says, I know what you want to stay at 39 for a long time, but do you have a plan for 40 plus? I do. And you can find that out in the videos that will come. But yeah, I always plan generally months ahead. So I get an idea of what's coming, when and if I can. I wait, decide what research is and ships and stuff that I want to have, what levels I want to have them at, all that stuff. And then I make my move when I'm ready. So you get this in here. Then we can finish that up and we can go back and start grinding again so we can finish this daily. Back to Kakara. Save par still. Oh yeah, well I mean that naturally happens with everything that we end up doing. For example, if I go do my refinery pool, it should be up. I get over 100 million par still a day from my biotics, my biotics. 36 minutes, you can see that, but then here's even my dilithium is good. And Billy Bob, thank you for the £3. Appreciate that donation. Remember, if y'all do want to donate, we have PayPal, we have Venmo. That way, the good Uncle Sam, isn't getting involved in our friendship. But any donation is welcome. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. As we get Chris on the screen with his wonderful donation, because it is a very specific number. It caught my eye. And bam. And it now is on the screen. Look at that. Oh, wrong way. Look at that. Now 767777. That is a very specific number. Very nice. Craig says 40 plus equals spending lots of money. Craig would know. He's like 45 now. He would know. Now, Curvin says warp 45 and up needed. Now, you can get warp 45 as early as your Horizon. Max out your Horizon and then put Cadet Scotty on there, and you'll get to warp 45. So, that's pretty handy. All right, we got to kill one of these, and then we got to go kill some 32s. And bam, bam. Got him. Got him. Zoomer says, someone please donate $10. Just you do it, Zoomer. You do it. So we can have 7s across the board. Y'all do it. Are you keeping that layout? What's wrong with the layout, Bobby? What you got against my layout, man? I change up the layout every now and then just out of wanting to change it up. So Kerwin says my D3 is tier 6 with Cadet Scotty. Warp 39 is the farthest I can get reach. Yeah, just gotta get a little bit higher. A little bit higher. Oh, it had to be $100 for all the 7s. Well, then donate $100, Zoomer. You've got it. Stop acting like you don't. Don't act like you don't. What y'all don't know is Zoomer is a bitch. Bobby says, just new. Oh, no worries, man. We stream on Twitch. Now, I'll say this. If y'all never checked out the Twitch, we had a fantastic stream last night. Really hilarious. The Twitch gets a little bit more wild and fun, especially with adult themes. So y'all can always go check out the Twitch if you haven't already. I'd encourage you to follow it if you haven't. But we also love the streams here. Saturday nights seem to be pretty chill. Generally, we get, sometimes we get up to 200 or so, but it's really chill to have all y'all here, and it's great to see you. For non-survey ship, upgrade guns first or shield? Depends on the ship. Typically, I go guns, but it depends on what I'm upgrading. Depends on what I'm upgrading. Like if I'm doing my Vidar or a Stella, which already gets huge bonuses with attack, then I will do. Oh yeah, we got a little notification when you join. I'll do the armor and stuff first. Shout out to who is this? Sorry, I got my screen small. Staff Ewing, thank you for coming in and supporting the channel. It means the world to me that you would do that. Thank you so much. You are awesome. It's because of you that we get to do videos like this, because of you that we get to make our own card game. That's becoming a thing. And it's because of you that we can have fun on Twitch playing 2 different games. We've been doing Star Trek Fleet Command and Stream Raiders and Pokemon. The Stream Raiders, we just made affiliate. So it's been a fun game playing with everybody. Dave says, is there any benefit for a level 29 going for the faction locks? I'm afraid that dailies would kill me. If you've maxed out a Saladin, you can do tri-faction pretty easy. And the benefit is you will never need a repair speed up again. And it is so easy to finish your dailies, which in terms of the points you needed and everything, that's a huge bonus for me. I mean, that's a big thing for me. All right. Grinding at level 16. Woohoo. Sophia says I'm level 26, so should I rush to 28 so I get the Saladin, or should I take it slow? Normally I would say camp at 25. You're at 26. I'd say you want to get your Vidar unlocked if you haven't already. The next opportunity will be through like the event store. You want to work on that. You also want to make sure that you've got your Franklin as high as you can take it to this point. Your Botany Bay. Because there's 3 big ships coming up for you. The Horizon, which is a minor, the Stella, and the Saladin. So you got to prepare for all 3 of them. There's really a ton of ships in the 20s that you want to get to, but they'll help set up your gameplay later on. So I would say play at your pace. Don't feel rushed. Get things to where you're confident in how high they are. You know, you feel comfortable and go to the next level and then go up. There's no reason in this game to rush to a higher level. There's no bonus to it. Like you don't win the game by getting to a higher level here. You know, it's something that you should take at your own pace and enjoy. So, Hugo says, I go to bed now, 2:40 a.m. Have an awesome night. Good night. Great to see you, Hugo. Yeah, it's very easy to grind with a max Saudi. Very easy. How does Charvanix burning compare to Nero? So, in what way, Solo? In what way are you asking? If you're asking, does Charvanix burning, can you use it the first round with officers? Yes, you can. Neil says at 35 now, was just told to go to 38 or 39. Don't know if it's really worth it. I would say don't go to 39. You should camp at 35 is where I usually recommend, then camp at 39. You're going to need several billion steel to pay for all the buildings. I'd also say don't do it if you don't have an epic ship around tier 5 or tier 6 minimum. There's so many things that you want to work on. Researches, armadas, all that other stuff. Don't feel pressured to go anywhere. And that's one thing I'll say about this. Please don't feel pressured to level up in this game. Don't feel pressured. There is nothing you gain by being a rushed player at a higher level. It's better to be efficient and have fun and don't stress out. It is still a game. It's still a game. Cure Curvin says, what is the fastest way to get rep besides missions? Yep, you got it. Grinding. Grinding, grinding, grinding. That's the way. It's the only way. That's the way. Donovan says, I'm camped at 37. Seems to be a big paywall each level now. I wouldn't say that, especially with biotics. It doesn't take that long to grind out what you need. It's just not something that you can progress a level every day or anything. James says, time to take to upgrade the Franklin seems really slow. You are doing something wrong if you're not hunting OPC Franklins to get the millions of modulators that you need. Yes, that will make some people mad at you, but worth it. Your gameplay is more important than somebody else's. Just don't be a jerk about it. But if I see somebody sitting with like 15,000, modulators, taking them. Thank you. Mine now. Mine now. Justin says the biotic payouts are much better if you rush up a little. Then you can use those heavily increased payouts to build up buildings faster. True, but it's not going to help you speed up researches. Which is why I suggest camping at 35 where it starts, and then 39 where you start getting a pretty good amount to prepare for the 40s. So it's not worth rushing with all the events that you start changing, the brackets you start changing, and you're not helping your uncommon grinds or anything. So I make it a very leveled growth. Then he says, if you don't win the game, why does everyone cry about pay-to-win players? Because, well, for several reasons. Some of those reasons are legitimate reasons, because sometimes you'll just have people hit you for no reason because they're bored. And let's just be honest, a lot of people who complain out of jealousy because people are able to get to something very quickly because they spend instead of the years it takes to grind it out. And look, I got no problem with any type of player. As long as you're respectful to everybody else, you're cool with my book. I don't care if you spend or don't spend. Have fun. Davis says it's against the rules to hit swarm grinding OPC on my server. I don't care. Do it anyway. What are they going to do? Come to your house? Take away your computer? Take away your cell phone? You got to do what's best for you. It's a game. And as a free-to-play, you're really slowing down your ability to max that Franklin out if you're not hunting OPC. It's going to take you several months. Several months. Home tab, yeah, hit like any 28, 29, 30 hostiles, those type. I actually got a couple Horizons when I was doing Kaisu, which is a 33 Romulan system. You get every now and then you get some parts for, Romulan stuff, but you get a lot of Horizon BPs, so. Get reputation you won't by buying it in the Borg refinery, only if you've maxed out that Vidar. You want to make sure that you're putting a lot of the stuff to get that Vidar max, because the refinery ratio goes up as you get it maxed. So be very careful about just kind of flying up there. You do want to work on getting that max. Shout out to Brazil. I don't speak Portuguese and I don't speak Spanish. So anybody from South America, I'm not going to be able to communicate with, but shout out Brazil. After I told Art my chords, he kept cracking me. What seems like a silly thing to do? Zoomer. Let's see. I'm not picking up those missions right now. Let's get these pirates in. Tomb says there were systems where you could never get Horizon BPs though. All I remember were there were Romulans. So the higher you go, there's percentage drop rates to all the different box types at different levels. So you start getting pretty high and it changes into more blueprints for the big stuff, but you'll still always have a chance to get a Horizon. I mean, people are still getting Kumaris grinding out big stuff. Isan says, for some reason I have more than enough uncommon and rares, but I'm running really low on commons. Is it just me or others too? Sounds like you've got probably your ships are only tier 5 or tier 6-ish, because they definitely start requiring a lot. But that is also common where you end up paying Latinum to replace those commons because you can't get enough. And everybody runs into that, but people usually can save up the Latinum to make up for that. And it's a lot easier than the uncommons, which you can't pay for. Yeah, Billy, that works too. If you can find a whale or anybody who has a max Franklin already, ask them to let you get the modulators when they fill up. Now, they're not as willing to do that now because you can get those modulators. If y'all haven't seen it, I'll show you what that looks like in the refinery. But you can actually trade out regular modulators for the new ones. And that's one of the things that I do. If you look at the bottom right of your screen in my resources. Yeah, I don't know why I had a brain fart. So I do these. You turn in your chest and you get the second modulator. So people aren't as willing to trade them now as they were before, and that's why. You know how many LAT 1 3-star common cost? So it varies. But one thing in this game is the different things that you're trading in for will vary based on the amount that you're trying to obtain. So smaller amounts actually require more in terms of per unit. And then if you're buying in bulk, you get a little discount usually. Can you still build the borders if you get enough BPs through grinding? Yes, you can build any of the faction ships, even if you have negative rep with them. You can build any of the ships. You just got to have the blueprints. You're not required to actually be friendly with those to build them, which is, I think that's a nice little feature in the game. So that's a pretty handy thing. Pretty handy, pretty handy. What refinery event, Paulo? What refinery event? Where's my ship? Oh, okay. It's that jellyfish was grinding. My main faction, I lock all of them, Zimmer. Always lock them all. Let's see what other questions that we got. We need a way to get rid of some of the BPs from grinding hostiles. You do. It's called the scrapyard. That's what they do. They want you to build more and scrap them. Which I'm not saying is the right thing, but that is what they want. And it does get annoying. Trust me, I'm with you on that. The event with extra refinery without commons? Oh yeah, so that the bonus refinery. Nope. If I had something, I'd tell you. I try to give it to you as soon as I get it. And I have no idea. Nice, Craig. Only 50 million from Glorified. That grind is real, isn't it? What have you been using to grind? Been using the ISS? Been using your Enterprise? What you using? Oh, still need several more. You always be ready for a bonus refinery. I mean, I am. Believe it or not, the Rev who hates mining, who always blast mining. I've got enough to do that 1.5 million ore mission now, if I wanted to. I could turn in the ore. I've got 1.5 million ore ready to go. Donovan, I'm actually going to be dual grinding Romulan and Klingon above 10 million. I'm going to dual grind up. Because I'm taking it slow. And no, Nathan, they do not. They do not. But yeah, if you go to my items here, look at my materials. Never knew I'd see the day. Because it's mainly because I've been doing my dailies with Romulan and Klingon, but here we go. Where's my raw? What? Oh, that's 4-star. My bad. I'm like, that ain't right. That ain't right. There it is. 2 million. Woo! Look at Rev! Oh man! Oh my God! I can't believe that! Wow! Yeah, that's dailies will do that to you. Dailies will do that to you. I might actually do the mission. I don't know. I might make a whole video about that stupid mission. 3 years to get to that point. Well, 2.5. So. Tomb World says, my reserve is 2 million, but flippers have not been all that kind. And I've got to 4 million in ore. Nice, nice. I would never scrap your North Star. It's the fastest 3-star miner in the game. So I would never scrap that baby. Keep it. Especially for mining events. You can score big with it still to this day. And it's good for just a quick little mine. Bum, bum. At what level does Vimit shield strip past Yuki? That's dependent entirely on the stats of your officers. And it would also depend on the ship that you're grinding. But generally, it's really tough for that to happen. We basically maxed Vimit. Trevor says, I did that mission, nothing after. Yeah, it's a troll mission. It's really trolly. Darksider, what's the information customer support need to link your iOS account also to Android? So you can't do both, Darksider. You have to pick one. So they can transfer you to Android, but you can't do both. So. Dom said, I started Klingon. We need a video on dual grinding above 10 million with try lockdown. No, you don't. You know the spots. You know where to go. Get to grinding. You know where to go. It's the same places. You just start getting a little bit deeper into deep space if you are 40 plus. I generally don't go into deep space that often because I don't need to, because I've got, you know, places like Soul I can grind in if I really want to. Like I can use my ISS to grind in Soul, or I just still use Groombridge, and I might go up to the 41s and 42s, but I haven't had the need now. But I'm also taking a little bit slower. Nathan says 24 hours is good if you mine a lot. Have about 300k raw each in reserve. Yeah, notices is not something they've ever done for that. I'm not saying that it's not a good idea, but that they don't say, hey, tomorrow you get a bonus refinery. There have been some instances where they've given out a bonus refinery for different reasons that weren't necessarily planned and said, hey, this is going to happen, like as a reward for a problem in the game. But a lot of the time we've got them and it's just been kind of like, oh, there's a bonus refinery. Wow. All right, Jolly, I would actually not chase it at level 32. I would not chase for celebrated that early. I would actually keep them down a little bit. That 4-star becomes a real pain if you're in the early 30s. To me, it does. And you can only really mine it at that level in your territory space. So if you don't have those territories or you lose them, that's a pain. That's a pain. Yeah, correct, Tomb. It is 4-star, and it is annoying. One of the reasons that I'm not going up fast, even though I could do it, I still want to go do it yet. I don't want to start mining that. I want to continue to build 3-star because there's still 3-star research and stuff I'm not ready to stop working on. So I don't want to swap over my focus. And DL, no Stream Raiders tonight because I only do Stream Raiders on Twitch, so not tonight. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Not tonight. What was I doing here? He made me forget. DL made me forget what we were doing. I don't know. I do have a little bit of 4-star that I'm working on, though. You said we got 22,000 4-star gas, 1,700 4-star crystal, and 5,000 4-star uncommon ore. So I'm starting to work on that. Legit don't remember what I was doing. Wesley says, join the party late, but good advice about Frank Leslie. Of course, you're welcome, Wesley. Happy to help you out, buddy. Michael says, I started farming 3 envoys per week, but I'd rather spend Latinum on other things. Is it worth it in the long run? I mean, if your goal is to get uncommon crystal for certain things, yes. I would say, what are you spending Latinum on? Because there's really not anything very important to spend Latinum on besides speed ups and common ship parts in the 20s and 30s. Zimmer, what are you going to do with 10,000 ore? What are you going to do with that? So I do need to go do mining, and then we need to get this repaired. We'll send this home. We hit help. What tier should I love my horizon to? Max it out. Take it all the way. Take it all the way. Yeah, Nathan, that has happened, but there's not always an announcement. Somebody's got to see that when it does happen. And that's kind of some of the stuff I was pointing to. Remember suspended on Augur? Fair. Phil, have you missed much? Yeah, we actually gave the Secret of Life away. We're not repeating it, so don't ask. But we can still have a great time now that you're here, Phil. We can. YT, if you follow my stuff, I tell people to not bother with faction miners until the upper 30s. Minimum like 34, 35. I would not recommend buying and building a faction miner at 32. I would not. Secret to Life, don't have kids. Truth. Zimmer, you don't even have kids yet, so you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like. The only reason that I would go after a miner or a faction miner in the early 30s, if you're just a die-hard raider, get one to about tier 5, it is better than a max horizon. But once again, this is up to you what you'll do. Hey, look, we got an Intrepid. Yay! Woohoo! All right, so I'm actually going to go do a chest pull for armadas on the bottom right of your screen. Chest pull, uncommon chest pull. 25,000. Oh man, look at that. Oh man, so happy that I got 6,000 officer XP. David says kids are hard but worth every minute. Nope. Well, I mean, that's subjective. But I'm like, Oh, that's rough. Rough. I mean, I'll take the rare directives however I can get them, but man, that's rough. I do need to finish maxing out my Armada Center, though. Then, of course, I get our relocation token. G'day, Scaly. How you doing, mate? How you doing, mate? You need that XP? Yeah, me too. Me too. I've only got like 6.5 million, and that is not a lot at my level. It is not a lot. It is not a lot. Kurt takes a lot of it to level up. He does. Yeah, not only him, several others. All right, let's see if we've got these dailies done. Bobby says my Saladin is max, but it takes forever to take it to level 45. Which cruise should I take and where to grind? So if you got Pike, Pike is going to help you with your XP grind as it is. You just need to do what you're always doing. Hitting those traders, lots and lots of them. You can also leave it out overnight in augment space to let it get auto attacked, and that can help out a little bit too. John says, I got a pool of 100 rare directors from an uncommon chance once. Emphasis on the once. I mean, I'll take the uncommon or the rare directors however I can get them. Man, they are so stingy with anything on the name uncommon. Stingy. Oh, it's annoying. They are Tomb World, but you can usually get more traders than warships. I'm assuming they don't have max PMC. If you got a max Pike Moreau Chin, definitely go after the warships. Even if you got normal Pike Moreau Chin, but if you're still running cadets and stuff, traders are typically the way to go. Yes, Craig, it's very expensive. Very expensive. Very expensive. Valeria says, might as well work on your reputation grind at the same time. I mean, that's kind of where I get to it. Like, you want to work towards that lock. But, hey, we captured Tholis. Yay. But it's completely up to you. There's not a wrong way to do it. It's just a preference way. For me, I'm trying to do several things at once and be semi-efficient. That's my goal. It's not always feasible, but that's my goal, is to be semi-efficient in everything I'm doing. Speaking of, time to get my particles, get my phantoms. Gonna get more phantoms. Then we're gonna get quantum. Gonna get our particles. Yeah, 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 yeah. More particles. Yeah, 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 yeah. Anyway. And Surax, and then finally, Metreon. Mike says server 35 has lag issues. Yep, they know. They're working on it. What the heck? What? Give my Metreon, fool! Give my Metreon, fool! Stupid game. Stupid game. Ian says, who would you want to see re-released or released next, officer-wise? For 2? TNG 2? That's tough. That's tough. Because I don't want all the officers to be out and then there'll still be 2 months of the show left to do. Yeah, really, Nathan. No Metreon, man. What's up with that? Why am I not getting Metreon? Why are you withholding Metreons from me? That's not cool, man. Auto attack's not working in augment space. It works for me. Now, it has always had that issue with shortening up sometimes. That's not new, but if you do have a faction that's still hostile to you, you can just do that. Is there anything new coming to the game on the next update? I mean, yeah, you have an entire new art coming out, Steel. Our new art, new missions, new mechanics, all kinds of stuff. How do you see your server number? So you got to ask, noob. Now you could do, if you can force an error in the game like I just had. So let's see if I can do it again. Watch me try to do it now and it's going to work. Okay, so actually it didn't work. So now we have an error. Now at the bottom right of your screen, at the very bottom, which you probably can't see because it's too small, but at the bottom, when you force an error in the game, there'll be this little string of text that'll list the server number. Like mine says US 20. Now, you can also just put your phone in airplane mode and force that screen, and you'll see it then too. Dave says Cardassians are coming. I like how people notice the Cardassians in the mission, but if they watch my channel, they would know the Cardassians were coming for months. It says, do you think they're ever going to fix Tau? I would love them to. Will they? I don't know. They were supposed to have fixed him when I had them pull him about a month ago because he's being used in nefarious ways. But that hasn't happened yet. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Dave says, remember on one of your videos for farming officer XP, you would still suggest going over to the Separatist space? Yeah, for lower levels especially, like the Elite 22s and 27s, great drops there. Great drops. For higher levels, most people would go to places like Taigo Core. Why is there a level 26 Kumari mining Pars still down here? What is going on there? Charles, I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know if they're going to include officers besides the norms or not. I have to go kill it. I just do. He's just sitting there asking for it. So I'm gonna take the ISS jelly out because I never PvP with it. So nope, Kevin. Well, Severus is not. Tal might have been. Severus is not. They pulled both of them. All right, Zanatos. Don't know what you're doing, but you got to get out of here. Bye bye. Bye bye. And they gone. Let's go look at the battle log. One round. Rip. Look at that critical. Yummy. Yummy. I actually want to look at something real quick, so hold on, y'all. I'm going to be doing some math in the background with my calculator. I like my calculator like ooh. All right. That was 31.5. 31.5. 857. All right, so exact same. Cool. I probably could have killed it with, I don't know about a Tala, but I could have killed it with a lot smaller ship than that. Bill says, would love to see an anti-hero arc with Gowron, Tamalak, Sayla, Lursa, Baitor. I'd love that too. They tried an idea of that when they did the augment stuff and the con stuff and the rogue stuff, but I don't know if it ever really felt real. And they also tried that before many of you were playing the game back in 2019 with the Separatist arc. The Separatist thing was supposed to be centered around a Klingon civil war that was never really well fleshed out, obviously. We mean the event store right now. The event store right now is just the augment stuff, and always get independent credits. You have the tokens, then obviously officers, but Lursa, Baitor, House of Duras represent low key. Just win. Yes, I said it. And I'm not ashamed of it. Let's see. Could you have? Oh, I answered that question. New faction space, Cardassians. That would be cool. I'm down. Worf needs to make the next TNG officer. Well, why Worf? Why Worf? Why Worf though? Why not Pulowski? Why not Barkley? Here's your good one. Why not Moriarty? Ooh, what if they'd had a holodeck series? Yeah. How about that? How about that? Wouldn't that be cool? Wouldn't that be worth writing home about and telling your mom, like, yo, you know that game I'm playing? Yeah. Guess what they got? And mom's like, you know you're 47, right? But I don't care, mom. Look at this. Q is needed. Q did just join one of the Star Trek groups I'm in on Facebook, so Just saying. O'Brien, yeah. Transporter Chief O'Brien. I'm down for that. They'll hold war for a DS9 arc? I don't think so, David, because if you've watched, they are A-okay with having multiple versions of the same officer, so they need to add Q, and you can argue they need to add a lot of things. There's our territory. Stolas, 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 Stolas. Let's see what other questions that we got. I need more questions. I need y'all to invite more of your people from your servers. Invite them. What is up, Michael Rousey? Ronda Rousey. Low key, very cute. How are you doing? How are you? Spock times 1 billion coming. We've already got 3. I don't think we need any more. We've got enough Spocks. We need more. We will get epic Wesley Crusher before Q. Don't be like that, Rue. Don't be like that, Rue. We don't need that type of negativity in here. We're very positive people here. Don't need that level of negativity in our lives. Alright, so let's recall this home. Next officer is Wesley. Ambassador Spock. Y'all need to calm down. Calm down. Y'all getting too scopely for me. We already got enough scopely. You have a video on territory capture? I do, Miss Carolyn. I have a couple of them, actually. What about territory capture are you wanting to know? At this point, I've got topics on just about everything. Some things I don't, but I do most things. Alexander, and remember, the higher the fewer. We could have an entire kids arc. How about that? Where it's just, you know, Alexander, the what was Data's daughter's name? I'm blanking. Why am I blanking on her name? I'm blanking on her name. We could also have a Nog. There's a lot of kids that we. Yeah, Worf's son is Alexander, but Data's daughter, I cannot remember. Law. Thank you, Nathan and Phil. Law. That's one of my favorite episodes, and gut-wrenching. Gut-wrenching. Jake Sisko could also do it. Okay, I'm happy to answer your question. You know, whatever you got, and if it's easier, if you need to hit me up for specific questions, you can message me on Facebook or Discord, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. You don't have to watch the movies. The movies. I would like to watch the Star Trek movies with you, though. You know, if y'all would just join the Discord and we could watch them. Did somebody just fall in my office? I swore I just heard something fall. What the? I think there's a ghost in here. If I die, donate to the house fund. Anyway, yes, Tom, I've made multiple videos, including how to get the Stella. Got that too. Got Gremlins. You don't know. I swear, I don't know if y'all heard it on the mic, but I heard something loud through my headphones just like fall. I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? Tasha Yar would be a great officer, especially if they do a mirror version of the game. Let's see. I haven't had a chance to participate in TC. How does it work? Okay, so we cover some of the basics. So let's do Galaxy View, and I'll show you one of them. We got a bunch of territory over here. None taken yet, surprisingly. Really surprised nobody's gone after it. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Get back out there. But anyway, this is on the new server. So you look at the system, you're going to find out when it's going live in terms of the combat. And then you have to pay to enter it. So you'll join the takeover. This one starts in 24 hours. And then these are different bonuses you can get for owning that territory. Now, people can fight you for that territory to take it away from you, or you can take it from them, or they can defend it if it's being attacked, stuff like that. And then each one will have different bonuses, and it'll have these particles that then you can use for, upgrading through researches. There's an entire research tree that uses those territories. So if you come into your research tree right here, and the territory research tree will use those particles for, say, the Explorer Warfare at level 30, which increases your damage using those particles. Not yet, Nathan, but the server's less than, or right at 3 weeks old, so a lot of them probably don't even know how to do it yet. And I'm not in the mood to go tell them because I don't feel like fighting for it at the moment. Eventually. Yeah, there are also no level safety. So if you're level 2 against level 50 can hit you. Which never is really a big problem on my servers because the bigs fight the bigs and the mids fight the mids and everything else. It does help for when I go OPC hunting though. So Bobby, I max out specific researches, combat researches, efficiency researches, but not all of them. Some of them are not worth going into, like the station defense research. John says like the Purge FCFC version. It certainly can be. And Drew says he's so sexy. Better be talking about me, and if so, accurate. Rialto swarming is good. Something I've taught out for 2 years now. Very useful strategy. All right, let's see if we can upgrade anything on this Tala. I don't think we can. That's the warp core. We need more parts. Since I don't have the uncommon, no real point in wasting the latinum at the moment. And 2 hours before we can do that. Let's see what we got over here. Oh, I know who that is. What's up, Emily? How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing very well. So station research still not that impactful even on younger servers. So you'll go through it, but it's not, it's really the only thing that's open to you is these two. These are the only two that you get. And of course, Miss Carolyn, it's tough to go in detail. Actually, you just missed a territory battle that we just had, but since there's none active, it's really tough to go in there and show. But I will get through a lot of this stuff and max these out. But even then, I have no need to do station armor piercing, no need for station accuracy. So there's just some things that are important, some that aren't. Scott, 6 and 10 is useful immediately. Did a video covering how his math works earlier this week. Immediately useful. Immediately. Obviously best when you get him leveled up a couple tiers, but out of the box, he is better than most things that you'll have for an Armada. How long till they give us a ship that needs gas, crystal, and ore? Wow, Kyle. Don't be that person, Kyle. Don't be that person, Kyle. Michael, what do you want to know about Curon? What do you want to know? You tell me the question and I'll give you the answer. Here says, well, would you be willing to berate Server 31 for their dumb road nonsense about territory OPC being untouchable? I'll give my opinion. I think that communities are allowed to create their own structure, but yeah, I would definitely say that not hunting OPC in territory is stupid, and I'm going to do it anyway. That's what I do. Is he worth having? Michael, he is worth having in specific situations for specific ships. So, I got to do my refineries real quick. Refinery. Got my 6 rares. I love it when I get rares. Hey, I love it. I love it. We'll do a 2 chests on this one and get 14 uncommon. Woo. How about not going OPC in territory? How about not going OPC at all? When I send out a miner, I send it out with the knowledge that it's probably going to get blown up because I'm going to go OPC. And I don't cry about it. Funny enough, I don't cry about it. Boo-hoo. One of the cheapest ships in the game blew up. Oh no, I have to go repair it. Whatever will I do? Whoop, not that. Not that. Actually, I will be doing that, but I need to do these first. Love, get my resources. Give me all of my juicy resources. Yeah. Ow. Love my resources. Give me par steel. Give me tri-tie. Sorry. All right. Fjolden says, hey, Rev, I got Leslie to help with yellow mission bosses, but he doesn't seem to help. How should I be using him for that purpose? Is it even worth using him for that? Yeah, it actually is. Depends on what you're trying to fight and what crew you're loading out. For me, depending on the ship, you could run, Leslie Pike, just so that you have the synergy on Leslie, and then Khan, so that you have the damage boost on the opposite side. So I like to mix the damage boost with the hull regeneration. And if it's really easy on an Enterprise. It depends on what you got. Every game does have whiners, Eddie. I've been gaming for a long time online, and they're everywhere. So, oh no, you blew up my pixels. How could you? Ow! That's how people sound. That's the actual exact representation. It's exactly how they sound. My poor little pixels, no! Like here, I'm gonna be courteous and be like, yo, you on a 0. Even though that's the dumbest thing in the world to do, I still do it. Just because. Nice. Zoomer, no, he doesn't. I need a crystal node. Exactly, Nathan. Quit crying over spilt ships. Ooh, that Horizon got a little beef to it. Little beefy boy. Beefy boy. Oh, it's both of his. Okay, cool. Just take one out. I won't kill both of them. Good morning there, Vigets. And of course, Kevin, I'm happy you enjoy the sound and video. Aces have been gaming since dial-up BBS. Don't even know what that means. And before that with floppy disks. Cool. So I recognize that those are very old things. Don't have a lot of experience with them. I mean, I remember them as a kid. I think that's awesome. Shout out, Eddie. Make sure you're in the Discord if you're not already. If y'all are not in the Discord, there's 3 things I want y'all to do right now. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Join the PayPal or pay the PayPal if you would like to support the channel. Support the house fund. Buy me a Harrison pack because I don't have it. Yeah, that'd be cool too. And finally, twitch.tv/RevDeuce. Go follow the Twitch channel. So if you want to get to know more about me as a gamer and having fun while playing these games, Twitch is where I get a little bit more me. YouTube is where we just kind of do Q&As and talk and discuss the games. But if you want to know about me, you definitely want to join that one. Which is crazy. Tokens talk, game over. Where? I don't see it. I don't know what a bulletin board system means. What does that mean? Can you explain it to me like I'm 5? Because in my head, I'm thinking like a switchboard where you're having to plug things into walls and stuff. Legend of the Dragon, Trade Wars, Curly Fries. Y'all are speaking way too old for me. Explain it to me like I'm 5. Like IRC, but not instant? What's IRC? Hey, baby, have you signed up for IRC? I don't know what that means. I don't know. I really don't know. Why doesn't Scopely have a store option to gift packs? Good question. That is a good question, Fjordan. I don't know. That would be nice if y'all could just send me a pack. That'd be great. Or you could send your Alliance member a pack or anybody a pack. That seems like a really easy way for them to make more money. Sherlock says Iskabobs, basically chat rooms in the early 90s. Okay. Internet relay chat. Thank you, Addy. Prickly Poo says there's one of the benefits of being a Forever 14. I can park in Prio or Nabok overnight, and about 9% of the time I'm alive in the morning. I mean, sure, but you're alive on a fortune or something, so you don't have much cargo cap. Staff, yeah, I would agree. They definitely have. They definitely got a little bit of monotony. Just a Paquito bit. Just Paquipos. Just Paquipos. Paquipo. This is Big Bad Ed. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know who you are, Eddie. I'm going to call you Eddie from now on, though. Trillion was the way to go. Man, y'all are doing too much nostalgia and reminiscing, not enough Star Trek Fleet Command. I don't even know what y'all are talking about. Like, I feel left out. I do. I'm like, what's going on? I don't even know. Welcome to the two people who just joined the Discord server. Please enjoy all the channels, including the Not Safe for Work room. Trillion was the way to go. ICQ. All right, so we got that mining. We still need to do a few more dailies. I'm not gonna be able to do that chest, so I guess I'm gonna have to kill swarms with a Tala. Rip. That sounds horrible. Who wants to kill that with a Talon? Billy Bob, we're saving the stretching for Twitch. I mean, I should. I just don't feel like getting it. I really don't. So we need to switch out for Talon. So we can do this. Oh, we have new officers. We can boost up some of these bonuses. Yeah. Heck yeah. No, let's use a Gonzalez. Look at that. Boom. Look at that nasty number. Let's do some away missions while we're sitting here. Do some away missions.
I'm looking forward to completing.
Oh, shout out to Ivy Kramer following the Twitch channel. You'll be able to get involved in some of the raucous parties we be having. They do get raucous. It's good. Nothing was so annoying as the squeal of a 14.4K modem. No idea what that sounds like. Y'all are making me feel young again, so I guess I appreciate it. Like, I have no idea what some of this stuff is. I'm like, cool. I'm not as old as I thought I was. Woohoo, 100%. Go. Then over here, Cadet Scotty and Clock. Woohoo, 100%. Go. Zoomer says I'm next to you. Am I? Am I next to you? Where are you, Zoomer? You're not Thigh Gap. Are you Yogurt? God says not a party until Rev has to chase down the street to get his Crown Royal back. That did happen. That actually did happen. True story. All right, let's do this one, and this one. I haven't updated officers, obviously, because I'm saving them for events. You look as old as you think you are compared to me. I don't even know what that means. Has anyone ever gotten their crit bonuses on away teams? Yeah, I've gotten crit several times. But I've also got some good officers on my main account. I've never gotten crit on the low account. You've got mail. I've heard that, but my mom's email account used to do that. Trevor says, oh yeah, trying to download pics was a struggle. Yikes. Trevor says, my daughter was so confused when she saw a rotary phone for the first time. Hey, I know what that is. Eddie says, I have 26 years on you. Well, I guess I can call you Daddy. Daddy Eddie. Means I'm going to be in your will. I'm going to get your inheritance, right? Thank you, Daddy. What does your away team research tree look like on the Ops 16? So you can't really do much at Ops 16 on away missions, but I will show you. So here's my away teams. So I've gotten these first two, and now I can do the frame if I had the things, which I don't. And then I can do a lock uncommon assignments here. And then I think, yeah, I can do special assignments for the officers. And that's it until I get to 17. So I can do these 2 researches. What else we got? What else we got question-wise? I love the questions. Put you in my will so you can get a new PC. I'm down. I just don't want you to die anytime soon, Eddie. So hopefully it's a new PC like in 2047 or something. But I expect to be in your will. I really feel like I've made an impact in your life. So I expect you to respect that. And you put me in your will. I feel like it's only fair. I put a lot of time into you. And I've earned it. Addie says, I remember being shocked when I learned what a party line was. Literally no clue what that is. He says, so you got to go down the tree a bit before the assignments give anything good at low levels. Good is relative. Like I can get, 60, 80, 100 Latinum sometimes. For me, that's good. It feels really good at level 14, 15, 16. The upper levels can definitely feel like it's a little bit rougher. But how far do you take the Sally as level 38? Max it. Take it all the way, baby. All the way. All the way. You gotta take it all the way. All right, Yuri. Go out and get me that stuff. Kevin says, do you think we'll ever get officer ability that is good for away missions, or is there going to be officer synergy for away missions? I don't know about synergy, but I do like your idea with the away missions, and that is a possibility. Yep. Really good idea there. Look at you being a thinker. Thinking stinker. Stinking thinker. Get rid of your stinking thinking. Now I'm just kind of throwing words together, so ignore me. Morale, and then who else we got? Mara. I'll take it 87%. Sure. Shows I need to update my officers, and I've been saving this one for when I want to waste 2 days of good officers. And let's see, James says, question augment store, what to prioritize between uncommon plutonium, recruit 4, awaken, and independent credits? Independent credits and awaken. Independent credits and awaken if you've already got like your botany bay maxed. You want to max the botany bay first, and then awoken, recruits, and independent credits. Don't even get the Sally. Your enemies will thank you. Edward, you're right. They definitely will if you don't get a Saladin. Yeah, Drew. So if you actually, it's not a fail crit, but if you get a critical that has an officer you've already maxed, you don't get anything for that officer. You just get a 0. They don't turn into transporter patterns at the moment. Now we have provided feedback that hopefully that'll get changed, but that is currently how it's set. Let's see. Give me a good pull. Give me good pulls. Give me good pulls. Give me good pulls. Give me good pulls. What we get? Not good. Yikes. Come on. I mean, I'll take them, but I wanted a full pull. Let's see. Maybe we get a full pull this time. Come on. Give me a full pull. Give me a full pull. Give me a full pull. Hey, I could take Chin to another level. That is a win for me. That is a win. I will gladly take that. Getting Chin to rank 2 is awesome. Open. All right. And let's open it again. Woohoo! Almost got Barrett. That's good. Do you know if shards collected from away teams count towards recruit events? I do not, actually. I do not. I don't think so, but don't quote me. Don't quote me. It actually might. It actually might. Trevor says, party lines. I graduated in 1994. Both of my children were born post cell phone, which is crazy. They don't understand that we couldn't always call or text someone. I don't really understand that. Like, I had a cell phone in like junior high, so I don't really get that concept. Yes, please continue to crack Zoomer every time you see him. Every time you see Zoomer, crack him. We're going to upgrade Chin now. Yeah, we go to second base with Chin. Woo, doggy. Makes me a happy, happy man. I'm gonna even max it. Just because I'm so happy. Gives kids these days don't know what a landline is. I still know people who have landlines. I'm like, why? That's the dumbest thing in the world. What a stupid thing to own. Why would you have a landline? What is this? 1940s? Gross. See what our officer bonus went to by doing that. So we were at 70 something before. Now we're at 96%. Just because we threw on so many stats with Chin. Alarm systems need landlines? Mine doesn't. Mine doesn't. Mine does motion detection, alarm, all that other stuff through my Wi-Fi. Like I can pull up all my stuff on my phone, sends me direct communiques if something's going on. I can report stuff, all that fun stuff. After a hurricane, they work when the cell towers are jammed and can't call. Well, be all right. Smoke signals. I'll be all right. I'll be all right. Most alarms work on cellular Wi-Fi now. They do. Trevor says, my parents had the same landline for 30 years and refused to get rid of it. I mean, if they want to waste your inheritance, go for it. Go for it. Peter says, is it worth getting the sarcophagus? I would say it is if you're free to play grinding it. Sure. Add it to your collection. Not something I would spend money on, if that's more the question. We're going to go do some baby swarms. Let's see how many we can kill with this little Tala. Baby swarm, 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 baby swarm, 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 baby swarmy, swarm, swarmy, baby swarms. It rings like once a month, and that once a month is a spam call. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. You know how much Trit for build and max disco? I can tell you. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I can tell you what it is. To max out a discovery, will cost you 1.8 billion tritanium. 1.8 billion. Which that doesn't count any researches you might have or anything like that. Anything like that. So if you've got researches that lower the cost, the efficiency researches, it won't be that expensive, but 1.8 billion. As well as 48,000 Spore Drive components. That's the problem I'm having is mine's still tier 4 because I'm lazy. And getting the parts is just taking so long. Let's see where I'm at now. I've got one part to take a tier 5 and I still need 900 more. 900. Switch this back because somebody might want to come visit our base. It'd be nice if the Enterprise was there. Yeah, see, if I had Harrison, I'd be really wanting people to hit my base. But I don't have Harrison because I'm a poor boy. I don't want to spend the money. Let's see, what was I going to do? I feel like I was going to do something. What was I going to do? Questions. What was I going to do? I really completely AWOL'd my head on that. What? Baby swarms. Oh, that's the other account. YT says, if you had $100, would you buy that Harrison pack? Okay, so I have $100. I just all that money goes to the house fund. If somebody sends me $100 on PayPal and says you got to use this to buy the Harrison pack, then I'll buy it. But I'm not going to just buy it for the sake of buying it. That makes sense? Like somebody donates and says, look, this money has to go to this, then that's where it'll go. I do need to go finish my dailies with my hostile grinding. Use my 10,000 repair speed ups. Then we'll put our auger on. Go do those. Are you saving to buy a house? I am, Peter. That is why there is a house fund link right here at the bottom of your screen. Here I am. Would love to be able to buy a new house. Obviously, that is a very expensive endeavor that takes time and prep, but that's the goal. Pop that out. Would Huron, Harrison, and Mud be a combo on a max Sally for cracking a base? It can. It's a very RNG based run, but man, it's interesting. I would really, really enjoy some of those sweet, sweet logs. All right, so I'm not. What the heck? Yeah, I'm in my peak. Where do you rank the $100 Harrison pack compared to the other $100 Harrison packs in the game? Yeah. So look at the bottom right of your screen. We can look at some of those together. So right now, like the June Elite pack, that's worth more to me than Harrison is. So already we've got it second highest. Let's see. It's worth more than that. It's worth more than that. This is... I'd rather have Harrison than that. This one's tempting. I'll admit. All the stuff going on. Yeah, I'd rather have the Harrison than that, probably. I'd rather have my Discovery upgrade, if we're being honest. Rather have Harrison than this. This is the... Well, these are all weirdly named, but this one I'd rather have than Harrison. Would probably rather have this than Harrison. Would honestly rather have this than Harrison. That one damn research, that Uber research is so handy. Would rather have that. Would rather... This is more important than Harrison to me if we're just spending $100. This is way more important. I mean, see, there's several packs I'd buy if I was just like value-wise. But let's see. Trevor says, "Are you a first-time home buyer?" No. So I actually own the place that I'm in now. Very cheap, but I have it. And then I'll get another one, and then we'll fix this one a little bit and flip it. That's the plan. Yeah, Trevor, I see what you mean. I'm in a unique situation, though, where because I'm essentially self-employed, self-contracting with my business, that I got to meet very high criteria or have a lot of money. So, an emphasis on the lot. Yoda says, invasion question? I believe you said you own your current house. I do. Is it just not worth fixing? Oh, it's definitely not worth fixing. No. And I also want more room. But definitely not worth me wanting to dump money. This is not where I want to live. Not where I want to be. Is there a spreadsheet or something that tells me what primes I can do from scrap? There's a video zoomer that tells you what you get. Yeah. Rev has a whole video out about it. Check out that Rev Deuce guy. He's got videos about everything. Pretty cool. And he says, okay, so about half the ones you said are better than Harrison. I still have not bought. Thanks for the help. Yes, Harrison is really, really good if you have to defend your base a lot. He's great. If you have a Saladin, he's really good on the Sally. He's really good on the Pylum. He's good on the Sarcophagus. And that's it. Those four things are about what he's good at. John says, Elcars has a spreadsheet for that. Yeah, my information was first, and Elcars doesn't pay me. So I do love Elcars, though. Ripper and Fartasia put out good stuff and very valuable source of the community. But I'm obviously going to put out my video more. Will I ever do a Vidar video? I've made Vidar videos. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, we gave a shout real quick to a donation to the house fund. That gets me excited. Ooh, we're in the 11th hour. Shout out to Peter. We're not going to put your last name up, obviously, because, you know, we don't want people to know who you are. But thank you so much for that very generous donation to the house fund. It's now $50 away from saying 777777, which is actually really cool. Like, somebody donate $50 just so it can say 777777. Shout out to Peter. Thank you for that donation. Appreciate it. It means the world that you would care about me and my kids. Because that's what it's for. Think of the children. Think of the children. Thank you. Appreciate it. Bill says, as a level 34 with both the Legionary and the Mayflower to scrap, should I cash in the 4-star on primes or save those for the ISS Jelly? Primes. Definitely primes. You can get the ISS Jelly through Armadas, events, and if your alliance has territories, through that. So you have multiple ways to source the Jelly. The only way to source the primes are money or the scrapping. So I would focus on those first. Now, if you want to save a little bit of that, cool. Maybe like decide what you need as priorities. But I would definitely get some of those primes. Staff is waiting on them to make TOS officers a part of normal recruiting. Me too. Yeah, me too. Even though I managed to get a couple of them, so I'm happy. I mean, I've got TOS Kirk. I've got TOS Uhura. The only one I'm missing is TOS Spock. So here are my TOS officers. I'm missing TOS Spock. Got Uhura, McCoy, Chekhov, Sulu, Scotty, and Kirk. Just didn't get Spock. I mean, Scaly, I don't even know if the next home will be my forever home either, but it needs to be better than where I'm currently at. I want my kids to grow up better than I did, so. And where I'm at currently is about where I grew up. Kumoro says the opportunity cost for the Sark blueprints is 2 ships that are more useful, which you probably already have. Yeah, I mean, I'm only going for the Sark because I've already got everything else when it comes to cosmic cleanup. So it's not a big deal to throw and get 4 BPs for it there. Picard is not here yet, Peter. He is coming. He is coming. And yes, David, you do need to make the D3 level 45. So the scrapyard rewards are based on the level of the ship. You need it to be level 45. Talking Star Trek. Fleet Command. What other questions y'all got? Hit them up. We got about 20 more minutes left in the stream. Tell me all your stuff. Appy, what's up, baby? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Kevin says, Yoshi, me too. I need more rare crystals to get her maxed out. That's a pain. There's so many grinds in this game. You think the uncommons are one, and then like, oh, I need 15,000 crystal? It gets crazy. And yes, I'm definitely ready for Arc 2. I do not know the answer to that question, Michael. I'm sorry. Any hints you can touch on about the next arc? Define hints. I would say don't be surprised if you see another type of ticket event show up. And I don't want to make y'all mad, so I'm not going to say any more than that. Unless they've changed plans. Tickets! Woohoo! Oh, man. Alright, so hunting some swarms early on. Rob says, hey, Rev, what is the lowest ship to get the G4 gas for prime officers? Max out your ship. Same as before. Max out a D3, Mayflower, etc. 45. Level 45. Well, David, be prepared. You got more tickets coming. Be prepared. Define ride the 40s, Clayton. Define ride the 40s. And I would not recommend maxing out an ISS Jelly, nor would any of the whales I know. Imagine how expensive epic typic events could be. Imagine. I can only imagine what those tickets can be. I mean, hopefully they change their mind after all that bad feedback from the last. They're like, you know what? We're not going to press our luck. Let's just leave it at rares. But we'll see. KF says, hey, Rev, any idea if they'll do another adjustment to the game like they did a while ago when they made all the ships stronger and such? Not that I'm aware of. There was a specific reason why they did that, you know, of something that was broken in the game. And I don't think there's anything like that at the moment. We can wait and see. I got a message. I got a message. I got a message. Hey, 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 hey. It is our good friend Epi, who wants me to make a video about the USS Sir Isaac Newton and how to crew it. So the correct way is to not buy a Newton, Epi, but I appreciate you. And we can do that. What you'll need to do is remind me during the week, and I can do it. I'll have to go procure some footage because I don't have a lot of USS Newton footage, like the undocking and all the other stuff. We can make videos. We can definitely do it. Shout out for supporting the house fund. And now we've got the amazingly coveted 777777. I almost don't want to change. Like, I actually need the other $22,223 or $222.23. But I kind of don't want it to ever change now because that's freaking adorable. All the sevens. Thank you, Epi. Now, Epi, would you like to buy me Harrison while you're here? Would you like to do that while you're here? Let me know. Thank you. All sevens, baby. Just roll it out. We're playing craps. I just made it rich. Plate says until next epic ships. I need a plan, Rev. I would not try to pull an ISS Jelly from 39 to 50. No. To 46, yes, where you can get your Pylum or your Coronar or I guess your Newton. But I would not try to take it to 50, no. It's just not that efficient. I mean, taking it to tier 8, tier 9, and then using it for your dailies every day in the 40s is smart. But you're going to want to get that Pylum or something. You're going to want that. Oh, wow. Epi, I was completely kidding, dude. Epi did it. Epi went and donated. It's right here. It says, for Harrison. Thank you, Epi. I guess now I finally get to own Harrison. Now, this doesn't count toward the house fund, so we don't have to change the numbers. It says specifically for Harrison. See it? See it? For Harrison. Thank you. That's very kind of you. We get Harrison. All of us. Everybody gets John Harrison now. Everybody wins. Sorry, it's just me. Just me. But let me hide the screen real quick just to make sure that you don't see my financials information. Don't need y'all hacking the internets. And then we're going to hit the buy button on the pack button. I'm getting Harrison. I'm getting Harrison. I'm getting Harrison. Ha ha, you're not. Ha ha. Thanks, Epi. You're awesome. All right, hit the buy button. Bye, bye, bye. Give me that Harry. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, see, I got to put my password in. That's why I didn't want y'all to see. You ever, like, second guess your password? Like, is that my password? Is it? Do you want my PayPal password or my... Which password you want? Oh, that password. Processing. Payment successful. And... don't you glitch out on me. Woohoo! Hey, we got it! I got a Harrison. I got a Harrison. I got Harrison. Hey, 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 hey. I got Harrison. I got Harrison. I got Harrison. Hey, 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 hey. Thank you, Epi. I appreciate it. Even though people have donated to the stream and to the house fund, obviously I care about Harrison more than I care about my kids. Because I should be excited about this, but I'm actually excited about that. This is the kids. That's my Harrison, and I like my Harrisons. Woohoo! Oh, man. That was very, very kind of you, Epi. Thank you so much. It's super generous of you to do that. Super generous. What? There's another one? I'm not buying you again, but again? Oh, dude. Oh, what? Oh, no, I'll be 2 away. Never mind. I was like, man, it is tempting now to take it to tier 2. See, this is what happens. You spin, you start wanting to just throw out more money. That's how they get the whales. That's how they get the whales. Is there a way to level them without buying the $100 pack? Nope, not at the moment, unless they run another auction. So, Kevin said, do it. Nope. I've only got that one donation. I'm not doubling down. I'm not taking from the house fund. Kids are more important, even though I got stupid excited. So, not going to do it. No limit, Harrison. Yeah, technically, I actually, technically $10 it cost me $110 and 43 cents. I forgot about taxes. So anybody want to donate $10.43 to cover the taxes? Oh man, yeah, I do love how it says Lucky Pull. That's great. So now that we got Harrison, let's sort by group. I forgot about taxes. Damn it, I didn't calculate that. Oh well. Where's my Harrison? Where is he? Dang it. Where's my Harrison? I want to see him. There he is. Look at him. He's so pretty and shiny. Oh my God. Look at it. Just look at it. Ah. Oh my God. I got a Harrison. I got Harrison. I got Harrison. I got Harrison. Hey, 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 hey. Boop. 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 So I wonder, is my mud on a mission right now? Because if not, I mean, Drew, I do write stuff on business expenses. I'm not sure what you're asking about though. Robert says, hey Rev, I'm level 22 going to 23 once the batteries are upgraded. Should I park it at 23 or go higher? Park at 25, Robert. That's what I recommend. Park at 25. Got my Harrison, big gun, gonna go boom, boom. Boom, boom. Sign the ship. Sign officers. Don't need you, Spock. Go away. Nobody cares about you, Spock. I don't know why Harry Mudd is on ship B, but let's swap this out and go to ship B. Find out what's on ship B. What's on ship B? Oh, that's the ISS Jelly. Hey, you don't need that right now. Get it. Give me that. Give me that. You don't need it. Boop. All right, so swap this back for the Saladin. Assign. So Harry Mudd. Now we got to go find Harrison. Harrison. There he is. Bam. Sadly, we don't have Pike here, but we'll have to get Pike back or something. We can go run that because I know it's what y'all want to see. I know it's what you want to see. John says, is Benedict Cumberbatch on Cameo? Ooh, good question. Good question there, John. I'm going to Google that real quick. Let me take a look. I actually don't know. Probably not. I mean, that's a really big name. I doubt it, but I'm going to look. Drew says, my charger never charged me taxes. Oh, well, it does me. So, in Louisiana, they passed that law. Louisiana wants their taxes. So, welcome to the state of Louisiana. And no, Benedict is not on Cameo, sadly. Yeah, Louisiana just passed that like a year or two ago. That would have been a great thing. That was a great idea. Louisiana needs money. Well, if Louisiana knew how to spend it, I wouldn't mind. But they don't. So that's $10 I got to go beg from you. Like, Happy's over here being generous. And I'm like, well, now I got to find that $10 I just lost because I keep always forget about the stupid taxes. He says, for the heist loot in the event store, should I go for the faction credits or the officer badges? I would probably go faction credits. Unless you just need officer badges. Because you're not going to get all the officer badges. You're going to get like one. So, you're not going to get like one of each. So I'd go for the credits. KF says, any idea when they're going to release more ship skins? They will have more stuff coming by here soon. And Paul Mills, somebody just donated $100 so we could get the Harrison pack. Yes. So, we officially have the Harrison pack. And we're excited about it. Need to send DJ to the governor's office? Why? That sounds awful. Australia, we just pay an Australia tax. 99 US is 130 Australian. All right, so that's actually not set by Scopely. That's set by Google and Apple. So Scopely has no control over that one, Paul. That one is straight up the exchange rate that the stores and everything was set. Not that I'm trying to like cut them any slack. I just don't want to blame them for something that's not their fault. That's one thing that ain't on them. Are we going to get a battle pass? Yes, Miss Debbie. We were getting a battle pass after the update. New arc starts here soon. Jeff Kyle says, Rev, I got curious and just watched your Photon Token video giving us a 7-day and 4-week reward. I know this is repeating, but any news? If I had it, you'd already have seen it on a video. Literally, the whole world would know of the news. So, and FYI for future reference, there's never going to be a live stream where you're going to be able to ask me and I'll be like, yeah, I got a video coming out Tuesday. Like, as soon as it happens, at 3 in the morning, I will make the video. Just to prevent being asked every stream. And I'm not mad at you, by the way. I love you. Just pointing it out. If I had it, you would know it immediately. Does Carol almost know how old I am? You're trying to ask me out. Are you trying to ask me out? And maybe. I'm 31. I'm 31. Though with the beard, I know I look a little bit older than that probably, but I'm 31. It's only Kale says, why doesn't server 62 have Photon tokens? So what they've been doing is testing out and having comparisons. So 62 has it doesn't have it because 63 has it, and they're comparing them to each other to see if they like it. Oh wow, music too loud. All right, that was really loud for no reason. There we go. Turned it down. Sorry about that. My apologies. Didn't mean for that to happen to your eardrums. Hopefully they're still there. Let's see. KF says, do you think we'll be seeing the Stargazer Picard and the sweet toupee in the next arc? Shout out to that you remember the toupee. And I don't know. That'd be cool. I'd be down for that. This music still feels a little loud, so. Yoshi said, move to level 30 in the last arc. Should my next push be to 35? That would be what I recommended. Everything that you just said would be what I recommended. It's up to you to decide what to do, though. I mean, I'm not your father. And you're not Luke. I'm not Anakin. But maybe we could come to some type of arrangement. Tough Guy says, do we have a pool going yet on what Wesley's captain's ability is going to be? Poor Wesley. I feel bad for Will Wheaton every time this stuff comes up. I just feel bad for him. I just feel bad. All right, so do these, and this get us close to finishing out. Yay, we're done. Got one daily done. Now we got to finish the other daily. Winter auctions, never heard of them. So auctions are just the solo leaderboards. We just call them auctions because you can spin to, get better placings and everything. But they're not actual like auctions. They're solo leaderboard events. Ooh, Rogal. I don't remember that. I do remember what you're talking about. Found out that Picard, when he was an archaeologist, liked to have a little bit of relations in all the planets he went and visited. I don't remember his name, though. I watched that episode probably 7 or 8 months ago because I actually just finished going through TNG again. But I do not recall the name of the son, or the supposed son. No, there is not, Kale. No, there is not. What else we got? Trevor says that's awesome. He had a toupee for the first season, but had to argue to not use it in one. Yeah, also fun Star Trek trivia. They changed the command colors to Next Generation from that gold/green to red because they didn't like how the new uniform color palette matched with Riker and Picard. They felt like the red was more striking and more leadershipy. So they changed it. And yeah, Dark Lord I am, even though you're right towards the end of the stream. Jason Vigo. I believe it. Believe it. Yeah, I'm glad that you enjoy them. That's what they're here for you to enjoy and learn. And hopefully you do. Thank you, Dark Lord. You've just been lurking. Been lurking. Well, we've got Swarm Sunday tomorrow, then we got Mining Monday, and then we have the new arc Tuesday. So I'm excited for the new arc. Yeah, it is scaly, and that is really annoying. What other questions do we have before we wrap up the stream? We've been streaming over 2 hours. Long time to stream. Even though on Twitch, and if y'all haven't joined the Twitch, I've got to encourage you, join the Twitch. We've gone 6 hours on Twitch before, just being goofy, having fun. We'll have people come over. We'll play different games. Y'all need to join the Twitch. It is awesome. I do enjoy the story missions, Broncos, but I'm also a huge nerd and a huge Trekkie, so I do enjoy them. I do. Paul, worth is up to you. I would say that Leslie for $20 is a good card. If you are a spender, it's not a bad idea. We did have a Stream Raiders marathon and enjoyed every minute of it. Yeah, we'll be doing that again probably tomorrow night, playing more Stream Raiders. Bill says they should take Mara out and put Jayla in the Swarm event. They'd have to replace it with a rare. They're not going to let you source 2 epics. So they have to swap it for a rare. And they have had that discussion before, but we haven't had that play out in anything yet. The stories have been good in hints lately. I have really enjoyed the stories. They're not amazing, but I feel like they're better than what they've been in the past. Roddenberry didn't like Stewart at first. Well, I mean, Stewart was that, Shakespearean actor, and I'm sure he looked down his nose a little bit for a while at everybody because, people with those pedigrees definitely didn't usually do what he was doing. So, but I'm glad it all worked out. I love Patrick Stewart as Captain Picard. I love him in the Star Trek Picard series. Nathan, we haven't done Scree in a while. I miss Scree. Let me bring that one back. That was a great time. I even bought one of the hoodies I made with Scree on it. Kale is the Next Generation. I'll say this. You have 3 more Next Generation arcs coming out. 3 more. So you've got one we just had. Month 2, month 3, month 4. So all right, so we're going to have to repair a ship and come back to finish this daily. Definitely not making enough repair speed ups yet, but let's see how far we got with this. We'll need 2 more. Sweet. So we can finish this up and be done. TNG Summer! Hey, I wonder if this base has got any loot. No, he broke. Anybody else in the system got any loot? Looty loot! We need your loot. Give me all your loot. Thank you for the loot. No loot. Do you got loot? Nope, no loot. Who's got loot? We need to raise some bases. Ooh, that one's got some loot. Let's crack this before we wrap it. Let's crack this base. Crack the base. Take the loot. Crack the base. Take the loot. What's your prediction next week? I'm not doing all that. No predictions. We get what we get. Scott says, I need 10 more Vidar BPs. Ooh, wow, you are very close. You are very close. Trevor says, I believe is his age. Could be. I've also heard that, you know, the just the style of him was an issue with some of the cast at first. So obviously it all worked out very quickly, but all right, base has been cracked. And now we wait to see if we can raid old Ricky. Swap over to a miner just in case we can. Wish you could raid G3 and G4 mats. Not me. I'm very glad that you cannot do that. Very glad you can't. I would probably rage quit the game if that was the case. Disco was 4 arcs and the event store was in part 4. Yeah, so the event stores always come at the last arc. If that was a question. They typically always come at the last arc of a series. Which is one of the reasons why we only have 3 or 4 big event stores every year. 30-minute repair. It's worth cracking that base for that. Now we just got to hope that he's not home. We can drain him. Take his little bitty resources. And he says also he was supposed to be a Frenchman, but drinks Earl Grey tea in his office instead of wine. I mean, well, if you remember in Star Trek, they really weren't doing alcohol anymore, so. Synthahol. Because we're too refined for that. Zoomer, I do, and I've taught that out for 3 years, but I don't care enough to do it right now. Don't care enough. Jet says, I have a T5 Vidar at Ops 26. Should I stay at 26 to continue upgrading or clear to go to 26? I'd say if you're at tier 5, you're clear to go to 29 and camp there. Camp at 29. I would say make sure you max it out. Vidar, you can definitely take higher. But you're ready to go ahead and move up if you would like to. His family does, Nathan. But Starfleet is kind of anti-alcohol. That's why they're all illegal. Now, he's not anti-alcohol because he did buy that Aldabran whiskey that he gave to Guinan that you end up seeing Captain Montgomery Scott drinking in the, not yesterday's Enterprise. I'm blanking on his episode, but the episode where they found the Dyson Sphere. But the Federation virtues don't want you getting drunk. Like, I don't even see the point of drinking alcohol if it's not to get inebriated. Is that dude in a Vocalus? What is this? What is this? What is this? Not making any sense. All right, we got to go blow it up. What are we going to blow it up with? Can we blow it up with a Franklin? Probably not. We can definitely blow it up with a Stella, though. Little baby Stella. Or a D3? Or a Kumari? Let's go use our Franklin. Or USS Trevor. It is the same guy from the beginning of the stream. He's back for more. Back for more. Notice that Starfleet is not totally anti-alcohol. They talk about their favorite bars back on Earth. They do, but those bars probably weren't serving real alcohol if they're Starfleet. So, look at this guy. Gonna hit you with my USS Trevor. And down he goes. Recall. What's up, Robbins? Did you watch Enterprise, Trip? All right, so remember when Star Trek Enterprise, that's before you have the United Federation of Planets. So it's a long time before. That doesn't count. Don't mix up your timelines. Don't mix them up. Roger says, I'm level 31. My goal is to get to 34. Then camp. I have all 3 factions locked. What is going to be my biggest obstacle? Well, you're going to need a couple billion or a few billion steel and buildings. Worf drinking blood wine. Well, he's Klingon. So once again, we're kind of finding little loopholes to the thought process here. He's a Klingon. Well, remember, Kag, that Deep Space Nine is not a Federation outpost. It is a Bajoran station that they have Federation allies there. It is not a Federation station. It is a Bajoran station. So every time you see them at random Starfleet stations, there's never a bar there. Just find it curious. Yeah. Shut up. Start working on getting our Franklin. Snowbird, we get the Parabellum event. We've actually gotten it twice in a week, like 2 weeks ago. So you get it 2 or 3 times a month generally. Let's see, has he got a ship home? Not yet. And 4 minutes. 4 minutes. When are they going to make the original series officer part no more recruiting? I would say that we still got some time before that happens. That you can go a year before they add in some of the older officers. I mean, I would like that to be much sooner, obviously. But realistically, I'm not expecting it anytime soon. Because as Ian discussed the stacks on RNG for away missions, anybody triggered to the... What? No clue what you're trying to say, Scaly. No clue what you're trying to say. It says, looks like we might need to rethink our collective dream to be in the Star Trek universe so we can't get hammered. I mean, but you get holodecks, so you might not get hammered, but you get unlimited adult time. So, trade-offs to everything. There's a pro to every con. Saying. Just saying. Think about it. Think about it. Whoopi was a bartender, but they served synthahol, Drew. They served synthahol. And as she mentioned many times, that her job was mostly as a listener. A pro to every con. Very nice, Tomb. Very nicely done. Very nicely done. Yes, Scaly. Quark had a bar on a Bajoran station. On a Bajoran station. Yolden says, how sticky are the floors in the holo suites? Well, why do you think Rom was always having to go clean them and fix them? Duh. No, Paul. The whole premise of synthahol was to have the smell and taste of alcohol without the effects. That was the whole point of it. Recall this back home. There were Janus, and I mentioned it, like the Aldabran whiskey. But we're just talking about in general, that was against Starfleet policy for active duty members and everything. So it's not something that was made readily available and was not available on Starfleet, space stations and stuff. So. I'm not even saying that I like it. I'm just saying that that's what the canon kind of showed. Like, it was there, but it wasn't like, yeah, they go off duty and go get crazy. I mean, the only bottle of alcohol that, the Aldabran whiskey that we saw was a personal gift to Guinan from Picard. It wasn't like a thing that the bar served. Miles O'Brien and Bashir used to drink whiskey on DS9. The bachelorette party, that was a off-duty thing. Once again, you're missing the whole theme of this, and you're referencing DS9, which is on a Bajoran station. The whole point of this is what Starfleet does. That's the whole point. Starfleet didn't do it. DS9 is not a Federation station. Deep Space Nine is a Bajoran station. And beyond, Kirk and Bones drink some alcohol at the beginning of the movie. Well, I'm not even talking about the Kelvin timeline. That's different. That's different. You know what I'm saying? Because they're off duty on a non-Starfleet station, they can do what they want. Very, very apparent that you could not do that on duty on Starfleet stuff. They didn't have it. It wasn't available. So I'm just using logic. Nobody's using logic. Oh, hey, base down. Shield down. Oh, I can't relocate. I got to ship home. Oh, man. We're going to have to range it. Let's see. Come on. Man, these flight times are going to be awful. We're just going to pull out all the miners I got. I got several of them, so let's get the Vol keys out. And we'll probably pull out that Horizon. It's a little tier 4 Vol keys. Sweetness. Recall. We'll repair this. And recall. Ball keys. Help button. I don't have summoning, Nathan. We've been over this. Do. Do. Alright. Recall the ball keys. Take 1 million home. Bring 1.6 back. There we go. Then we got to wait a few seconds. About 7 seconds. There we go. This one's only going to pull 450,000, but oh, Snowbird, it's a specific day of the week. It's Wednesday, if I remember right. Wednesday. Solo, that's too much work. I don't care enough to do the speed cruise. I really don't. It's not a big enough base for me to worry about that. It's only got a few million. Recall. Repair. And recall. Whoa, what was that weird little warp thingy? Nice, Zoomer. Very nice. Rip. Epic Barkley. I'm here for it, Victor. Barkley is such an underrated character. Such an underrated character. And I'm happy to have provided it, Edward. Hopefully you'll come back tomorrow night on Twitch where we get even more entertaining. How entertaining? More. Barkley is amazing, Fielden. How can you hate Barkley? Loved Barkley's character. H.M. Murdoch, nice reference. He's supposed to be annoying, Fielden. That's the point of Broccoli. Nice reference there, John Doe. And poor little 25. He should have shielded up. Should have known that there was somebody lurking who wanted his little millions. Thankfully, it's really easy for him to get them back. Won't even take him a week. The Jar Jar Binks of Starfleet? Well, that's just really rude. That's mean. I wish I had my big ship home. Pull over 2 million. Recall. See how much they got left. How much they got left. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Who should be the Saints starting quarterback? Oh, Jameis Winston. Not even close. He's the only quarterback. Well, that or Trevor Siemian. But I'd rather have Taysom Hill than Trevor Siemian. I'm not going to leave him a love note. Why would I leave him a love note? Ryzen. All right, we're going to send this back here. Also, I love the idea that in this game, there's a Federation patrol happening, watching me steal stuff from people's houses. And they're like, oh, cool. We'll just fly on by. Nothing to see here. Nope. Not anything going on that could be nefarious or illegal. No illicit activities going on here. Just fly right on by. Oh, obviously, it's just a friend helping unload this poor guy's station. Thanks, Federation Patrol. Best cops ever. Prom directive, they can't interfere. We're in Federation space. Why can they not interfere in the space they own? Yeah, too, man. I get you. We respect you. Now go out and murder tons of our ships. Exactly. Like, we gotta fight the Borg because they've killed like 40 of our vessels. But oh, don't worry about Rev Deuce. He's only killed like 20,000. No big deal. No big deal. The logic is kind of lax, but it's fun though. It's fun. Any chance that Thomas Riker's appearing? Ooh, good one. Maybe. I don't know about that one. Truly do not. Recall. 1.6 million in the hall. Hey, hey. Almost empty. About to drain this poor little newbie of his resources. Yeah, I do, Bronco. I have a Saints podcast because I covered them professionally for a couple years. It is called Who Dat Confessional, and Taysom Hill's just not a good quarterback. He never has been, so I'm not going to give him love for the sake of giving him love. Yeah, Who Dat Confessional is the New Orleans Saints podcast that I do. Twice a week. And then I'm on radio here and there, different places, so. The gaming stuff has really become my primary thing, though. And I miss the football stuff because I really enjoy it, but. What if they had a DS9 arc? We'll get the Maquis independent officers. That would be cool. Alright, get in here. Can't believe I still have a Horizon. Galron's already an epic. What do you mean, Janice? Longhorns fan here? Nice, Nathan. Grudges are always healthy. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. How much we got left? Hurry up and empty, man. I'm really happy to be getting the loot, though, so I'm not going to complain. Love getting my loots on, getting my loots on. Raiden. Oh, yeah, I was thinking of Gorkon, wasn't it? Galron should be an epic for sure. As should Martok. So Nathan, I only watched college ball when I had to for scouting purposes. So I'm not a fan of any college team, but I watch a lot of the games, have to go through the all 22, all that fun stuff. Recall. Run back home, you dirty, dirty little ship. Naughty ship. If Martok isn't epic, we riot. I think that Kayla should be a rare for being real, because he was basically just a puppet, political puppet. He's just a dirty clone. Alright, so I'm just going to use these two. And then if he has anything left, I'm just going to leave him be. That'll be like my gift to him. Oh, never mind. I drained him. My bad. I was going to say I was going to be nice and just be like, you know, you can keep whatever's left. But I ended up draining him. He's empty. My bad, fam. Nothing left. Poor guy. All gone. All the loot's gone. All the loot's gone. But why is the loot gone? Because RevDeuce raided it. It's always the Rev guy. Raiding bases. Beating puppies. Despicable. Despicable. Well, look, everybody, we're going to do a wrap-up here. We streamed 2.5 hours. We actually went 30 minutes longer than we normally did. Please, if you haven't already, join the Discord. Join it. Join the Twitch channel. Come hang out with us on Twitch. Doesn't cost you any money. It's fun. Just lets us be a little bit more real. A little bit more crazy. And also, hit me up if you need any help with the game at any way. Facebook, Discord. I'm here to answer any questions that you have. Y'all are amazing. Live long and prosper. Stay safe with the Space Cowboys. We love y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Deuces, that's me. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.